Eat your shoes, don't forget the strings and socks, even eat the box you bought 'em in. You can eat the truck that brought 'em in. Garbage truck. Yes, thankfully it started raining. Came a little shower kind of last night, and it's just now it's Friday morning, and it's well, thundering and the odd good shower, and things are looking up. So it's not as well, it's a bit clammy, but it's not as, terribly hot that it certainly has been. Whoa. So yesterday, when I was actually sitting on the loo, I heard somebody calling my name, and it's the third time this has happened actually with this particular person, and I don't know, I put it down to coincidence, but anyway, it's a bit inconvenient, if you know what I mean. I was halfway through this article in a magazine called Record Collector, and I'm not really a record collector, although I have quite a big collection, but I'm not like a, you know what I mean, a fanatic. Anyway, it was my friend from just a mile away or so, and he was just thanking me for something I'd done for him, and it was nice to see him. But the conversation, of course, turned to the obvious fact that we're not living on a spinning ball, which he vehemently opposes that view. So we had a bit of a discussion, and he said, I must go all the time. I must go. I need to. But he was there for, I would say, a couple of hours. I might have got that wrong just because it was so intense, but it was certainly a good discussion. Anyway, his son, who has spent his whole life really in academia since 5, when he first went to school, I would imagine, who now is in his early 50s, and he just went from school to college to university, and now he works for a university, Cambridge actually, and he's lectured, and so his head is full of bullshit, and it's very difficult to you see that they won't even consider. No, I can't really speak for him personally and his father, which he has an open mind. So he says. Excuse me. But because the facts are so, to the bone, like a stick of Blackpool rock, run all the way through him. Not the facts, the bullshit, the pseudo science runs right through him, and it's very difficult to break that. To get a train of thought going in their heads that would lead them to distrusting or seeing problems with the globe model. And like I said, there is no globe model anyway. You couldn't model it because it's preposterous. So you can't model something that doesn't actually work scientifically, and that doesn't. It might work mathematically, but that doesn't mean a thing. Maths is not reality. Maths can describe reality, but it's not reality. It's just a language. And like I've said before, and many people have said, show me a language that you can't tell a fib in, you can't lie in, and show me a bed that you can't lie in. Well, a bed of nails, maybe. No, but you know what I mean. A language is a language, and you can lie in any language. So there you go. Anyway, when this friend had left, and his son will be coming to see me soon, which I am looking forward to for more than just, I'd like to see him. I haven't seen him for a while. And we were friends, back in when we were teenagers, and we've got some great memories. Anyway, that doesn't matter, does it? But now this friend of mine, this of my age, he's got a mortgage and a family and all that pressure. Now, if I did persuade him that evolution was bullshit, actually his field is zoology. So there you go. Evolution is, of course, utter nonsense. And if the penny dropped while, maybe he realizes while he's with me or afterwards, or maybe before, I don't know, could he then put his hand up and say, "Excuse me, sir, I don't want to teach this anymore because it's all bullshit"? No, of course not, because he's over the barrel. Anyway, then I went out. I had to go to get some supplies. So when I was coming back, no, when I was going to this town, I saw my old work colleague's vehicle at a place where we've done some work before. So I decided on the way back to call in, see him, and it was great. I wasted the whole afternoon. No, I didn't waste it, of course, but I spent the whole afternoon talking with him and his new workmate. Ooh, that was a big clap of thunder. Fantastic. And it was great to see them both. I hadn't met the other fella before. And I was just, after the, catching up and the news and the gossip and all that, gossip, I started talking about the inevitable and the new discoveries. And my workmate, he could see why I believe, no, I don't believe, while I was talking about it, while I knew all these facts. And he kept looking at the horizon, the sea, the sea horizon, and he said it looks damn level to me, and it is, of course. And after I don't know, three hours had gone by, his workmate said to me, well, you've made me think differently about it all. And I thought, bingo, there's another one. Now, okay, he might not have, think that the Earth is, he might still think the Earth is a spinning ball, but he's now got some doubts, and he might follow that up with some research, and that's all it takes. As long as you do your research yourself and you don't go to the BBC or Brian Cox or some arsehole like that to do your research, you will find out that you cannot prove the globe. Yet you can very easily prove that water doesn't bend. Because it's fucking obvious. It's one of those fundamental facts that doesn't alter. And it's really worth, if you live near a big body of water, going out and finding that out for yourself. Even though if you still believe in a spinning ball, you obviously do still believe that water bends. Now that is farcical. It's totally nonsensical. Just really think about it. Water bending. And not only in a vast ocean, but just 2.9 miles away it starts to bend, according to the globe bullshit. Because if you're on the beach, like I've said before, if you're on the beach and you look at the horizon, you can only see 2.9 miles, and that's if you're a 6-footer, which I am not. I'm 5 or 6 inches below the 6-footer, so I would see even a shorter distance. However, if I look to my left on the beach I'm thinking about, I can see at least 15 miles up the coast, and I can see the beach. And I will show you that. I'm just so busy right now. But I will take time and do it. You see, I could have done it yesterday afternoon, but I was speaking to my friends, so I didn't plan all this, it just happened. So I don't really plan much. I just take every day as it comes, and I might have a little think about what I'm going to do when I'm laying in bed the night before, but it's just been digging recently, but the digging is nearly done, and now it's a little bit more technical, which I prefer, actually, because I've done enough digging now, for a while, and the thinking and the measuring and the calculations and all that, that's what I like, and the putting it all together and seeing it seeing the creation of the thing that's been on my mind now for 20 years. Phew. Anyway, must dash, because I've got a whole lot to do today, if the weather allows, and see you soon. Oh, just one thing. Thanks for the cups of tea and refreshments, Andy and Debbie. Thank you very much.